Okay, guys, on this one, you definitely will need access to your graphing calculator. So go ahead, find it, make sure that it's charged. I'm sure that there are calculators available online if you don't have your graphing calculator or if you do not have a way to charge it. So you may access those, but for this one, you do have to have one. You're actually solving for the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix. So when you go through, you're actually going to have to enter in a 3 by 3 matrix. Now, we've mentioned this on the 2 by 2 matrices, but this one you do have to have. You put in matrix C, and then you're going to raise it to the -1 power. Okay, so when you do that to begin with, you do actually get a 3 by 3 matrix, which is -0.25, 0.5, 0.25, etc., etc., etc. for the rest of these. But remember, you do not need it in decimal form. You actually want it in fraction form. So you're going to have to press math and then fraction in order to get the true value, which would be -1/4, 1/2, +1/4, -1/16, 1/8, 5/16, 3/32, 5/16 again, and 1/32. Okay, and this whole 3 by 3 is going to end up being your matrix. Now you can actually solve for a determinant of C as well, and I kind of jumped the gun here, but whenever you're solving for the inverse, it is possible for the determinant to be 0, which means a 3 by 3 matrix can also be singular. So as I'm rereading the problem, I'm realizing that I kind of did that backwards, but that's okay. There is the inverse of C. In order to find the determinant of C, we're also going to use our graphing calculator for that. You can go through and do that by hand, or you can go to second matrix, that's your fourth button down on your left, go over to math, and then option 1 says DET for the determinant of matrix and whatever you've named your matrix here. So I'm going to go through and do that. I have it as matrix C, and this gives me a value for the determinant being 32. If you wanted to do that by hand, just a real quick reminder, you would actually go through and rewrite this 2 more columns, and then you would go through and multiply these through down together. There's a lot of room for error there, so on a 3 by 3 most of the time, you're going to want to double check yourself in the calculator. But that's it for this one.